What's good, y'all? It's your boy Sean P. the Blunt God. Hey, let the camera focus a little bit. What's good, y'all? What's good? Y'all know what it is. It's Sunday. We have the official chapter release. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty hard to stay from avoid spoilers today. So I don't really know what happened with the chapter, but I kind of do know I kind of feel as though I do know the outcome of the fight from here. So y'all gotta excuse me if I'm just a little not as excited for the chapter. You know what I'm saying? As I normally would. I'm still excited, but I just knowing kind of the outcome, or at least hearing the some of the spoilers about the outcome and everything. It kind of killed everything for me, and I'm a little disappointed at that. Like I see people on YouTube got spoilers in their thumbnails and stuff, and it's like, bro, really? But anyway, y'all. Anyway, that's not the point. As y'all see, the background, the room look a little different. It's a little messy right now. I got boxes over there. Y'all know I don't got my straw hat flag behind me. I'm in the middle. I'm in the process of packing and everything. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if the feng shui I think that's what you call it. If that's a little off today, I'm sorry about that. But it is what it is. We still going to get into this chapter and talk about it, right? Also, this stream might not be as long as most of my other chapter streams. Yeah, it's not gonna be like my other chapter stream, so or it's not gonna be as long, right? Might be a little different. Might have to kind of cut it down a little bit. So before we get into it, let me read the chat. My boy Frank in the building with the yeah. I don't know why he's here, but he wants to show up. Sure, he doesn't even watch One Piece, but he likes to stalk me for some reason. So then we got Angel's Room. Shout out to Angel's Room with the yo, and then Frank said only spoilers I like come on cars. I don't. Wasn't funny. I'm sorry. Just it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. Yeah, man. Hey, man, leave, man. Stop trying to come on my chat trolling, man. God dang. But anyway, y'all. Yeah. So as we know, the last chapter, what happened? We see Luffy pretty much punch Kaido into the ground, and the question is Kaido defeated? Is he defeated? Now I don't know. Again, some of the things I've heard, through the grapevine, he is definitely defeated for sure. So yes, that kind of drained the energy or my excitement, I would say, of this chapter. But yeah, last time he pretty much punched Kaido into the ground, and that's what we got, right? And the community kind of went haywire, talking about, hey, is he defeated? Is this the defeat, right? Is this the defeat? And supposedly it is. Supposedly it is. Somebody in the Discord told me that that's pretty much what I think Shonen Jump or something, or the editor, somebody said that Kaido's defeated, and I'm like, why? Anyway, we got LaJoy Boy in the building. He says, yo, how's it going, Bluff? Shout out to LaJoy Boy. Man, it's good, man. I'm a little stressed, got a lot of stuff on my mind, got, busy, got to pack after this stream, finish packing after this stream. And on top of that, spoilers, spoilers all on social media, on Twitter and all that. So, but anyway, let's get into this chapter. I don't want to wait any longer. Where's my chapter at? Almost lost it. So yeah, let's get into this chapter or One Piece chapter 1050, Honor. And looking at this cover page, we see Reiju and Ichiji pretty much breaking into um the I guess it was that laboratory where they was doing experiments on Niji and Yonji, right? And we see them breaking, and the one big mom child, the little girl who was in that little laboratory, she's trying to stab Ichiji, but Ichiji's kind of like, kind of look like Ichiji kind of got her choked up. Ichiji choking this little girl trying to stab her and stuff. Hey man, hey, she equal rights mean equal lefts, right? Equal rights mean equal lefts. She wants to attack the man. I don't see nothing wrong with Ichiji. What Ichiji is doing. She's trying to hurt him, so he's defending himself. And then we see Yonji in the bottom left corner. I guess he's surprised that his siblings pretty much coming to save him. And I mean, I think this what most people thought. You know what I'm saying? I already kind of thought it was I already speculated that the two mysterious figures that we seen a couple chapters ago arriving at Big Mom's islands, or Topland, that arrived at Topland. I already said they were pretty much Reiju and Ichiji. So I think this pretty much confirmed it. Some people thought it could have been Blackbeard pirates. I would have been okay with that. Also, I forgot the other speculation I heard that it could have been as well. I'm kind of a little disappointed in where this cover story went. I was hoping that this cover story would have went somewhere. It would have led to it would have led back at the Straw Hats with the Vinsmokes at least. Like maybe Judge, Ichiji, and Reiju, or pretty much going to search out for Sanji and the Straw Hats to go ask them for help in saving their siblings. That's kind of where I was hoping it would go, but it didn't. Because I was more so hoping it would lead to something with Sanji, right? Lead to maybe some reconciliation with Sanji, but it doesn't look like that's where this cover story is going. I could be wrong. It could still lead that way, but that's not where it's looking, and I'm a little disappointed at that. But, it is what it is. Yeah. Because I don't know where the Vinsmoke story leads from here, right? Because I still think there's still some closure with Sanji and the Vinsmokes, but I don't know. Anyway, let's get into this chapter. All right, so we see Kaido pretty much still falling through this ground, right? And at first he's in his dragon form, and then he transforms into his normal form, and it's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to tell, like, what's happening to Kaido. Like, it kind of look like he's like evaporating, but I don't think that's what's really the case. And then we see a kind of like a diagram of Kaido's. It's kind of funny to say, but we see Kaido's hole and then Big Mom's hole. Pause. Right? So yeah. So this confirms that they did not fall through the same hole. I seen kind of an explanation where somebody said that Kaido fell through the same hole, or it was a speculation of Kaido falling through the same hole as Big Mom, right? And this doesn't seem to be the case. They definitely fell in different holes. Somebody also pointed out on the last chapter when Kaido was punched through the hole that the ground, the part of the ground, like on the surface that he fell through, you could see the shape of his body. So it couldn't have been the same hole, because if it was, it wouldn't have been like a freshly made silhouette of his body imprinted in the surface, right? So yeah, I think that was pretty obvious as well. Okay, so it says above Wano, we see Yamato pretty much running, and She says Luffy, and then says the battle of the roof on the Skull Dome Onigashima. Winner, formerly Kaido. And all right, so we see Yamato catching Luffy. This kind of made me think, man, since we kind of see Kaido and Big Mom both fall through like these holes, right? And they're pretty close, right? They're pretty close. So can we see Kaido and Big Mom like later? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they regroup, go like the Big Mom pirates find both of their bodies and like salvage them possibly, and then maybe we see Kaido and Big Mom together later in the story, maybe in Elbath or in this major war that we see. So if Kaido is definitely defeated for good, like I've been hearing, will we see him later in the story, right? But anyway, let's get back to the chapter. And I kind of see where this is going. We're seeing these older boxes build this up. Yamato saves Luffy, or catches Luffy, and she says, "Haha!" And then we see Momonosuke pretty much laid out, tired. In the flower capital, they're screaming, "Keep her steady!" And then back, I guess Yamato is saying, "This is incredible. You two, you're incredible." Talking to Momonosuke and Luffy. And it says, it says above Wino, the battle of the roof of the Skull Onigashima, winner formerly Kaido. Meanwhile, in the capital, the festival was approaching of lively conclusion. And then we got Otoko saying, "Keep her steady." And we see Tengu Yama Hitetsu. Somebody says, "Hey, Mr. Tengu." That was Otoko saying that. "I heard Daddy used to be really important. He knew he would be killed if they caught him." And then I think that's Tango speaking. He says, it's still Otoko. He says, "But he went ahead and let them arrest him anyway. That's what somebody told me. I wonder why." So back, we kind of get like a little flashback of Yasu. He says, "The friendly outlaw of Ibisu town shall make the final grand journey." And then Otoko said, "Yasu gave this country a fighting chance," or I think this is Tengu speaking. He said, "Yasui gave this country a fighting chance." So yeah, we kind of know that with Tengu Yama and Tetsu, that he pretty much died in order for the plans of the rebels, the rebellion, to go as smoothly, And then Tengu Yama says, "If he had not done what he did when he did it, all of the lights of hope we'd built up would have gone out. He gave his life to protect the future of Wino." And then we see a flashback. Yasui says, "Toku, don't tell me you ate that fruit. Ah ha ha ha." And so he says, "You save any for me?" And then we see Yasui and Otoko like running down the look like the beach possibly. I don't know. They're running down the sunset, laughing. And I think it was actually confirmed that Yasui never actually ate one of them small fruits. So his joy, him laughing and being joyful and all that, that's just all him right there. That's all him. And then it says he did that to preserve the future so that you might grow up to be happy. And Otoko says, "He did it for me." And then Tengu Yama says, "That's right." And then Toku says, in that case, I'll change my message. Is this better? And we see Hitetu shedding look like he's shedding a tear almost, or like stopping from showing his tears. And he says, "Yes, that's right to a warrior." Or yes, that's right to a warrior. And it says, "There is no greater honor." And then we see the lantern. It says, "Daddy, thank you." Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. And Toku laughing. She got she can't help but laugh. And then we see Yasui smiling. I'm kind of thinking that might be his face and not a mask, because I feel like the face conforms to, or the mask, the facial expressions of the mask conforms to his face. But then again, you see a lot in fiction where like masks kind of conform to the facial expression of whoever is wearing it. Then we kind of see a shot of the skull of Onigashima. And then we see Nekomamushi, who is definitely still alive. It says, haven't seen that in years. The sky boats from the festival. And he says, oh, right. And we get a nice little shot with all the sky boats going into the air while it's snowing. And somebody says, listen up, Yogara. I want to say that's, who speaks like that? I want to say that's Hyogoro saying that. I feel like Hyogoro talks like him, or maybe that might be Nekomamushi, one of them. And then it says, Luffy smashed Kaido all the way deep into the earth. Onigashima would have fallen, but Lord Momonosuke turned into a giant dragon and stopped it. Is that alright? Yep. And then it says that then that pink dragon was Lord Momonosuke. He has powers. And then Nekomamushi, who was the person talking that whole time, I thought it might have been Hyogoro. He says, after 20 long years of waiting for the chance to avenge Lord Odin's death, we are victorious. And everybody screams, yeah! We've taken down 2 emperors of the sea. I thought I'd never leave this battle alive, somebody states. And then we see Kawamatsu, who's still alive, but pretty injured. We see Rizal, who's still alive. Denjiro, who's still alive, and Hiyori. We get Kid and Killer. We get Law and Beppo. I almost forgot Beppo's name again. I always be forgetting Beppo's name. Beppo, I'm a little disappointed in Beppo because Beppo haven't really showed anything this whole series. I feel as though Wano could have been a perfect opportunity to showcase what Beppo could do. But it is what it is. And then we see what's his name? Apu. Apu says Straw Hat beat Kaido. He pretty surprised. We don't know where he go. We don't know. The whole arc. I kind of believe that Apu might actually help the Supernova, because I personally would have thought it would have been dope to see all the Supernova in Wano fight Kaido. Like, we would have had Luffy, Law, Kid, Zoro, Killer, Apu, Hawkins. I think that's all of them that's currently at Wano at the moment. But all those 7 fighting Kaido and Big Mom, I think that could have made the fight a little more believable, in my opinion. Angel's Room said Beppo have no bounty for a reason. And he don't have a bounty? Or I would think he still has a bounty. He's still even Chopper has a bounty. Come on now. even Chopper has a bounty. You can't tell me Beppo don't have a bounty at all when Chopper has a bounty. You know what I'm saying? I just think we don't know Beppo's bounty. Elis said before he had to be nerfed to OP. You talking about Beppo or you talking about Apu? I'm confused who you're referencing right there. Yeah, but I'm still a little upset with Beppo, man. I'm upset with Beppo. I'm kind of upset with Apu and Hawkins and Drake. Ex Drake. I forgot about ex Drake as well. Like Drake could have been on the roof, should have been on the roof as well, I believe. Angel Room said Chopper's whooping Beppo. Kung Fu point. I hope not. I don't think so. I have to disagree with you because if Beppo is the right hand of law, if Law's right hand is if his second in command is weaker than Chopper, bruh. Like your second strongest in the crew, supposedly. I mean, I guess just because he's a second command, that doesn't mean he has to be the second strongest. But I think Oda said, like, remember we had that cover story or that cover page with all the right hand men. I guess we had Zoro, we had Shilu, we had Beppo, we had Marco, we had Katakuri, we had King. Remember that cover story? I think Oda said that those were the second strongest on each crew. So if Beppo is the second strongest on his crew and he can't beat Chopper, that speaks a lot of Law's crew right there. That speaks a lot of Law's crew. And they would have to be the weakest crew in the series, probably. One of the weakest crews. But yeah, I don't think Chopper's beating no Beppo. I think Beppo is at the very least. I think he has to be Sanji or Jinbei. Like he might not be able to take on Zoro, but he has to at least be somewhere in the stratosphere of like Sanji possibly, or maybe not Sanji. I don't know. That might be a reach to say Sanji, but Frankie, at least Frankie. Frankie and Brook or something. Like you can't be the second in command and you're not even stronger than the. Well, then again, I wouldn't say Chopper is the weakest in the Straw Hats either. So I guess I'm kind of like sleeping on Chopper. You know, maybe I'm kind of downplaying Chopper or underestimating Chopper. Because, you know, Monster Point is a beast, bro. Monster Point. I think Monster Point puts Chopper in, like, at least the middle of the Straw Hats. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all put Chopper in the Straw Hats? Where y'all rank him? I don't know if I'll put him in, like, the weakling trio. I mean, I know he kind of gets lumped in with them. But if we're power scaling, I don't know if I'll put Chopper in, like, the weakling trio. But why are we talking about Chopper? This is a chapter. Elis says Beppo autocorrect. Oh, okay, I got you. Was he nerfed? Because I feel as though we never really seen what Beppo could actually do. And the Joy Boy says Sulong Beppo is supposed to be crazy. Yeah, man, we missed the chance. We missed a great opportunity with that. But maybe Oda is just saving Beppo for something. You know, maybe Oda is saving Beppo for something bigger. You know, I don't know what at this point. You know, maybe. You know, Angel's Room said, nah, he just said those are the right hand men and Beppo only right hand because Law and him are best friends. Nah, I don't think Oda said they were the right hand man. I think he specifically said those were the second strongest in each crew. Because for a while I was going off of it being like that cover story, meaning that those were the right hands to the captain. Like those were the right hand men of the captains. But I think in a SBS, I think Oda specifically said that those were the second strongest of each crew. Because for a while I thought they were the right hand man. I thought that's the purpose. But somebody proved me wrong and showing me that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Search it, look it up, and then come back and then come back and ask me. Only right hand. LaJoy Boy said he said Beppo was the most reliable most of time, and then Oda said that Penguin and the guy has been Sulong Beppo, and it's scary. Yeah, I kind of remember hearing that somewhere. Angel's Room says sixth after Robin, Jinbei, Sanji, Zoro, Luffy. I kind of want to give that because like Robin, I want to put Chopper ahead of Robin, but Robin's Devil Fruit is so freaking OP. I think Robin low key has one of the most OP Devil Fruits if used. Like if, and I hate to say this, but I feel as though Robin doesn't use her Devil Fruit to its max potential. You know what I'm saying? But I think you give that to somebody like Katakuri, bruh, or Doflamingo. I think that Devil Fruit's the most OP. So because of that, I might have to say I'll put Chopper ahead of Robin. Because I don't believe Robin actually uses that Devil Fruit to the best. You know what I'm saying? But she definitely does have a super OP Devil Fruit. LaJoy Boy said Chopper dead last. Nah, I don't agree with that. I'm sorry. Bruh, come on now. Monster Point. I had to say he's at least past Nami and Usopp at the very least. If you want to put him like in the low part, he has to be at least the strongest of the weakling trio at the very least. I might even have to say put him above Frankie as well. I might have to put him past Frankie. You know what I'm saying? And to me, Chopper Point is just, or Monster Point, even though it seemed kind of nerfed since the time skip, I still feel as though Monster Point is a threat. Like, I don't think Usopp and Nami could do what Chopper was doing to Queen. Like, remember Chopper and Queen? Now, and I'm not saying Chopper was hurting Queen, but I don't think they could do as much as Chopper was doing to Queen. You know what I'm saying? And Frankie, questionable. Frankie, questionable if he could fare as well against Queen as Chopper did. But I don't think Usopp and Nami are. Ela said he said that they aren't right hand men, but rather the second strongest in the crew. Exactly. That's what. Yeah. It was an SBS. Somebody I seen it. I don't got the reference now, but if Eli's want to throw that reference in the chat, it would definitely be appreciated. Angel Room said Robin got armament. She dropping that raccoon dog. And then LaJoy Boy said just clowning. Robin's iffy. Like I don't want to say Robin couldn't beat Chopper. I don't know. I don't think so. Let's get back to this chapter though. All right. So we see like people celebrating. We got Nami, Zeus, and Marco and Otama. We see Hyogoro and some of the Yakuza bosses. We get Usopp crying like a little girl. He says, I got two patients in critical condition, Chopper. And then Frankie says, Chopper, Zolo's out cold and won't come too. So they're crying for the patients. And then somebody says, Dr. Chopper, we need help over here. Miyagi, I'm drowning in patience. Good thing I'm here to help. So Chopper, doing Chopper things. Let's see. I'm kind of hoping we get a situation where like Luffy's life is on the line as well, and Chopper has to save Luffy and Zoro or something. So yeah, so we get a shot of Onigashima and Momonosuke land, and then I think Momonosuke says, Zunisha, can you hear me? I have thought long and hard. And he says, I will not open the borders yet. And then Zunisha says, very well. I will respect your decision. I trust in your judgment. Okay, so Momonosuke sitting here making some executive decisions. And I see, I'm telling y'all, Momonosuke is staying in Wano. He's staying in Wano. But then again, if Wano borders does remain up, maybe that does give Wano enough protection to where they don't need Momonosuke. But I still believe that Wano needs, like, I feel as though Momonosuke leaving while Wano is having to repair itself, I think would be stupid to me, because it's like, you got a country that's pretty much repairing itself, and then you have the heir to the throne leaving. To me, it doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like if your house, if somebody came and just ransacked your house and that you was living in, and you leave it for your family to clean up, but you go on vacation. It's selfish. It's selfish and stupid, in my opinion. But let's continue. And then Momonosuke. So before I continue, where does this leave Zeus? Right? Because I feel as though Zeus staying alive is to fulfill a purpose. Like, Zeus might die after he fulfills his purpose. And if he doesn't fulfill this purpose, that means he has to continue living and being punished for whatever crime, unless Momonosuke changes that, But where does that leave Zeus? Angel's Room said, if Frankie was always walking around with General Frankie, I would put him over Chopper. Well, that's a very dependent thing, right? That's a very, like, Frankie would win if he has this, It's dependent on Frankie having something for Frankie to be better than Chopper. It's kind of like saying, like, I'm not going to go into that, because then that's just going to be a whole other argument that I don't feel like going into. LaJoy Boy said, guess Cube isn't here. I guess not. Stan, shout out to Stan. Welcome to the stream. He says, Zeus, you mean Zunisha. Did I not say Zunisha? Well, I thought I said Zunisha. If I didn't say Zunisha, then, Zunisha. But let's continue. Momonosuke says, good, thank you. And somebody says, or and he said, is that an earthquake? And then somebody said, it's too early to celebrate, fools. We've still got you outnumbered. Lose focus and you lose the fight. Now surrender. You got these fodder characters. You got the fodder characters acting tough. Angel Room said, you said Zunisha. All right, well, sorry. I was wrong. I meant Zunisha, okay? I meant Zunisha. All right? I meant Zunisha, y'all. I said Zeus. I meant Zunisha. Y'all knew what I was talking about, though. Y'all knew what I was talking about. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny hearing these fodder characters sit here and act all tough. Like, come on now, y'all not doing nothing. But I mean, it still is kind of the predicament they're in, right? Like, it's the battle's still not over just because Zunisha, or not Zunisha, just because Kaido won. You know, and the world government is still around, right? The world government's still there. CP0, all that. Even though that one CP, I think the last CP0 agent bailed, so I guess, you know, they not there to really do anything. But next question is, what's up with the world government? Maybe we get answers in this chapter, maybe we don't. All right, so they said there's no way Kaido lost. We're an Emperor's crew. And they said there's still, you want to go a few more rounds? I'm game. And then Brooke said, let's not, Frankie. Nah, go ahead, Frankie. Frankie about that life, man. Frankie out here saying, look, I'm still willing to scrap, man. I still got the energy to do it. Let's go. My hair sticking up. Brooke like, come on, man. Let's not do that. And then we got Yamato saying, stand down, Animal Kingdom pirates. You have already died once in this fight. And then they say, young Master Yamato, but Onigashima would have smashed into the ground if not for our leader. And then they said, spoken like a member of the enemy. And they said, after losing the fight and being saved from certain death, if you go back to fighting, I will destroy you. Okay, Yamato. I don't know, man. I don't know, y'all. Some of y'all who say that Yamato is staying in Wano, y'all might be right. Y'all might be on to something, because the way Yamato is talking, all this spiciness that Yamato is talking, she could possibly take over the Beast Pirates, right? She could take over the Beast Pirates, and the Beast Pirates could be like an army for Wano. You know, like she could take over the Beast Pirates and act as the protector of Wano, as some of you guys have stated. You know what I'm saying? So this little spiciness she talking, man, I'm just saying, y'all might be right. I might have to concede. I'm not conceding just yet. But I might have to concede because she's looking like she might become the next captain of the Beast Pirates. And if that's so, they might have to stay in Wano in order to protect Wano as it rebuilds. So I could be wrong. I could be wrong about Yamato being part of the Straw Hats. I will say that now. I could be wrong about that. But yeah, let's continue. You got people screaming with the hind, and it says an earthquake. Why? How? And okay, and then it says underground magma pool, and then we see what looks to be Kaido and possibly Big Mom, or because it look like two Kaidos. It don't really look like Big Mom that much, but oh no, that definitely does look like Big Mom's hair. Like it's like, so yeah. So we see the silhouettes of Big Mom and Kaido in magma, under the underground magma pool. Bro, they're in magma. Now, I feel as though Kaido could survive magma, but the question is Big Mom surviving magma? You know what I'm saying? I mean, she has a tough body. So maybe. Bruh, it's bruh, I'm not too optimistic of where this is going. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not too optimistic. Yeah, Stan says, yeah, it's Big Mom and Kaido. Yeah, I kind of knew that. It's just, it looked like two Kaidos, because the silhouette to the left looked like Kaido when, you know how Kaido has, like when you look at Kaido from behind, pause, he has like a, a, a cape, not a cape, but like a coat. Like he wears like a coat or something over his shoulders. And the one on the left looks like Kaido from behind, pause, with his like fur coat or whatever. And then it looked like horns. And then the one on the right looks like Kaido as well. But like upside down, you know. That's why I wasn't sure if it was Big Mom and Kaido or just two different shots of Kaido, you know. LaJoy Boy said, fun fact, pockets of magma are at least a mile deep. So both Law and Luffy's attacks had enough power to go a mile deep at least. I mean, they kind of showed the map of it, right? It was at the very least pretty much all the way to the bottom of the country, right? So it just depends if Onigashima is a mile high. You know what I'm saying? It depends if it's that far up high, because you gotta think about it. Like, they're not on like a normal ground, right? They're not in like a normal country or anything. They're on like a country on top of a mountain or possible volcano, you know? So, yeah. Angel's Room said, aren't they just in lava instead of magma? I'm pretty sure magma and lava are pretty much the same thing. I mean, if magma and lava are different, what's the difference? I'm pretty sure they're the same thing, you know. I think you're it's like tomato type thing, Angel's Room. But yeah, let's go. Let me find where I was at. So we go back to, yeah, Stan says pretty much the same thing. They're I mean, if they are different, they're not like different by like a lot, you know. But specifically the Oda box says, at least for the official, I don't know what it says with the with the scans you guys might have read. It says underground magma pool. So unless the translation is different, but even if it's different, I think they're still pretty much the same thing. See, I thought lava was much more of a liquid than lava. No, lava is pretty liquidy. Okay, LaJoy Boy says magma's underground, lava's above ground. So it's the only separation between the two is one is above ground, one is below ground. So they're the same thing, you know, but it's just one is just depends where they're at, you know. And then Ela said lava is on the surface and magma is underground. So yeah, I think, you know, Eliz and Joy Boy are on to something. Somebody said that's a quake. Babanuki. So they're at the excavation labor camp, and somebody said that's a quake. Babanuki, something's happening. Something's happening down on the sea floor, and we get like a little bubble where it's like, I think it looked like somebody like maybe is this Babanuki looking out to the sea, and it's like water. It's like smoke coming out of the water, it looks like. And then Babanuki says, So I'm not too sure what's going on. And then we see this big explosion. And it says the final battle in the skies over Wano. Winner, Straw Hat Luffy. So we got the Oda box confirming that Luffy has indeed defeated Kaido. And we see this explosion. So I'm not really sure where that explosion, like what's the cause of this explosion. And then Babanuki screams, what? And then it says an underwater volcanic eruption. And somebody says, an eruption. And then they said that was towards Udon. Huh? Is that Onigashima? Are Kaido's goons doing something? All and then Momonosuke, we see Momonosuke in the sky says, "All is well. You are not in danger." And I know they think that's Kaido. They say, "Kaido, my lord, what is he doing here? This is supposed to be our day of freedom." Then Momonosuke says, "I am not Kaido." That eruption was the final drumbeat signal or signaling the end of Kaido's supreme commander of the Animal Kingdom pirates. And then the people still scared. They ain't. I don't think they even buying it, right? And then we see the poof where we see Momonosuke transforming. And then they said, and then everybody's kind of looking and like, what? And it says, there are people coming through the dust. And then it says, what? And it says, Lady Kamarasaki, no way is that a ghost? We just held the funeral for her. Is that a dream, a vision? But that beauty belongs to no one else. And then we see Denjiro and it says, Boss Kishiro, wait, what happened to his styling hair? And then Denjiro said, it'll be a long, long story. We've brought the new shogun of Wano. Okay, so is this supposed to be Momonosuke or is this supposed to be Hiyori he's talking about? You know what I'm saying? Who is he talking about? Who is he talking about? So that's the end of the chapter. We get the to be continued. All right. All right, man. So we got Cube late to the party. Shout out to Cube. And then Angel Room said, all right, thanks for clearing that up, Joy Boy and Elids. Yeah. All right, so we got the Oda box confirming Luffy is the victor. So I gotta take it as Luffy won this fight. Also, somebody also shared in the Discord that I guess Shonen, the Shonen editors or somebody over at Shonen pretty much confirmed that Kaido is defeated from here on, and this fight is indeed over. Cube said Big Mom and Kaido getting the Odin karma. Why? Because they bowling. It should have been Orochi who got the Odin karma, not Big Mom. Don't deserve no Odin karma. Come on. Justice for Odin and Scar. And the Angel Room said, I personally believe it's Momo. And then LaJoybo said, uh-oh, Cube is here. Oh, man. So, you know, we got the Oda box saying Kaido lost. We also got the, I also heard supposedly from Shonen, I heard supposedly, I haven't confirmed it myself, that Kaido is indeed defeated. And if that's the case, I am kind of disappointed. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm a bit disappointed, right? How you guys feeling about Kaido and Big Mom officially being defeated? Or do y'all think that it could still be a red herring? Maybe the people at Shonen are kind of throwing a little curve to make us think that they're defeated, but they really aren't. What do you guys think? Because if they are defeated, y'all heard my opinion. The last chapter, the last chapter stream. I'm a bit disappointed. I wanted to see more from Kaido, at least his devil fruit. I wanted to see some possible awakening or some greater hockey abilities. That's what I wanted to see, and then we got like that little flashback of Kaido. I wanted a better flashback. Now we could still get more flashback of Kaido, but I don't know if we are for sure. I don't know if we are for sure. Cube said Cube is always here. Cube, aka Lurking Legend. Hey, y'all gotta forgive Cube. You know, Cube been smoking some of the finest marijuana. I would say. You know, he's been for this past week. You know, he's been on something. I don't know. You know, the man been he been talking a lot of spiciness on Bleach, the anime Bleach, and Hunter x Hunter and all that. I don't know why, you know, but you know, y'all gotta shun the non-believers. Shun. Stan says, now that you've read the chapter, what do you think about the statement on Twitter about confirming that Luffy versus Kaido is over? Again, sorry I typed that in the Discord. Wasn't my intention to spoil you. Again, I mean, I don't like it. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. You know, that doesn't make me hate One Piece. I know a lot of people, I'll never watch. It doesn't make me hate the arc either. Like, it doesn't make me think less of the arc. It's kind of for me, it's a disappointing way to end the fight of this arc, which I guess you can say it kind of leaves a bad a bad taste in your mouth about this arc. You know, I still believe this is the best arc of the series personally, but I do believe how it concluded. And it's not necessarily the punch that made me not like the defeat. It's I wanted to see some awakening from Kaido. You know what I'm saying? It's just what we didn't get from the fight that makes me a little more disappointed in the fight. Like, what we didn't get from it. We didn't see Kaido do any grand awakening with his devil fruit. We didn't see, like, Kaido was talking about, hey, Haki transcends all, but he didn't showcase anything Haki-wise that make me think that, you know, Kaido must have something in the bag or something. So, and maybe that's me being unfair. Maybe I'm being unfair, but, you know, that's kind of my opinion. I'm not really so much disappointed in the Luffy punching Kaido into the ground. I'm slightly disappointed at that. You know what I'm saying? But it's more to what we didn't get from the fight that make me a little more disappointed. And the lack of flashback for Kaido. You know, unless now, for me, things could be a little bit more redeemable if we get a few chapters of some Kaido flashback for me. But I don't know if we're going to get that. You know, again, it all could be wishful thinking. Joy Boy said, yo, you can look at my theory on the Discord now, like to know what you think. I'll check it out in a second. Then Cube said, so where do you guys think the last roll poneglyph is? I think it's in Mount Fuji. Well, I don't know. I honestly have no idea where it could be, right? I think Mount Fuji is actually a great speculation, a great guess. I would say it's a great guess for where it could be. You know what I'm saying? I've heard speculations that Kaido ate the poneglyph. I don't think that's the case, though. Because when he shrinks down to his normal size, I don't think the poneglyph shrinks too. I don't think that's how zone transformations work, you know. I think if he shrinks, like if he eats the poneglyph as a dragon and then he shrinks back to his base form, I think you're going to see the poneglyph. But that's the theory I heard. As far as, I don't know. I think it could be Mount Fuji, right? It could be, you know. Let me find that theory that LeJoy Boy was talking about. Was that Adam that asked me that, or was that LeJoy Boy? Where's your theory at? I don't see it. I don't see your theories in the spoilers. I mean, I see a theory that Adam I see a theory that Adam posted. I don't see your theory though. You might have to post it again or something. I don't know. Is it in the theories? Is it in the theories? Because I'm in the theories channel. Um, can you copy it wherever it is so I don't have to sit there or go through it? Copy it and just repost it again, and maybe tag me in it or something. I'll check it out. Just like copy, like repost it, and then tag me in it, and I'll check it out. Uh, Angel said, "Lamo Cube, this true." Cube said, "I am the voice of the unheard, the one who sees through Joy Boy's blasphemy." Yo, hey y'all, I don't know what Cube is on, but yo, Cube been talking hella spicy, man. Cube been talking hella spicy these last few days. I think he been getting some sleep. I think that's what it is. Cube been getting some sleep, so now he be talking spicy. Cause Cube ain't been this spicy in a while. Uh, Stan says if you look at the diagram of the holes made by Big Mom and Kaido, you can see uh, fissures from the underground magma chamber where they are. That's what led to the volcanic eruption in the water. Okay, yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that. Something like that. I just didn't put two and two together. But it makes sense. And then Angel says Luffy versus Luffy or Lucci versus Luffy is still the fight with the best climax. I kind of like Katakuri and Luffy. I think they had an equally good climax for real. You know, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to disagree with that, but I'm not going to completely agree with that. Cause I kind of like Katakuri's climax as well, a bit, and I don't think the climax to the Kaido thing was bad. Like I get it. Like he hit like, and I know a lot of people talk about like Oda said he wouldn't have Luffy defeat Kaido with a punch, and that's exactly what Oda did. And I get why y'all would be upset about that. I personally never seen that comment, so I don't really share that sentiment as you guys. But knowing how Luffy fights, to me, that's kind of just it's kind of what I expect from Luffy to win in his fights. It's not like I expect Luffy to pull out a Kamehameha wave or something uncharacteristic to who he is. So him beating Kaido with a punch doesn't upset me. You know, it's just kind of the lack of seeing some. It's the lack of the what we got that disappoint me. Um, so it's not so much that I dislike the climax of it. It's just and I know the anime might do a way better job with it than the manga because for some reason the anime in Wano Country, bruh, the anime been fire. And anybody who comes say, "Oh, I don't watch the anime," blah blah. The anime been fire, and if you don't like it, hey, go read a book or something. Go paint a wall or something. I'm not messing with y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all, but y'all be stubborn against the anime. I'm telling y'all be stubborn against it. And if you watch it and you don't like it, hey, I guess you just don't like it. I can't do nothing about it. Stan says, and many people think that they have been ejected out of the underground chamber because of that explosion. I mean that would make sense though, because I don't see them just staying down there, right? And I'm curious how Big Mom survives that. I mean, I guess she has a tough enough body. Maybe magma don't hurt her, but I can see Kaido. Kaido's able to coat his body in heat hotter than Magma, so I don't think Magma's going to do much. The Joy Boy said, "You're just as bad, Cube. I don't want to hear it." Bro. Hey. Hey, Joy Boy, I'm telling you, Joy Boy. Cube been talking hella spicy, bro. Not about you specifically, but he just been talking spicy. You know, like we was talking about Bleach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I was talking about Bleach and Hunter x Hunter coming back, and you know, he was trying to disrespect one of the best animes of all time. And I know Bleach kind of ended bad. You know, I know, I get that. But peak Bleach is peak anime. I'm telling y'all that. Peak Bleach is peak anime. Y'all heard it here first. Oh. I done got lost. Stan says, and if this is the end of Kaido, I still hope we get more of his flashback. Bruh, I agree with that, Stan. If at the very least, give me more Kaido flashback. At the very least. Like, I'm kind of disappointed in how he lost. I low-key didn't want Kaido to lose, so. But I get it. I get it. Luffy had to win. I get it. I've said that before. I've always said that, you know, I feel as though it would be better for Kaido to win at the end of Wano. But knowing how shonen and fiction, like story tropes go, the good guy always has to win in the end. You know what I'm saying? I like a little change up. I like to see something happen that we don't expect. I love stuff like that in stories, and I feel as though Kaido beating Luffy would have been. It could have added a great element to the story, but you know, I don't want to keep beating that horse. That, you know, that's not going to happen at this point. The Joy Boy said, "It was me. It's way up." Stan says, "People also speculate that because of." Oh no, I already read this. What am I thinking? Dang, I got lost. Oh no, I didn't read that. Stan says people also speculate that because of those fissures from the volcano, that part of Wano will collapse, and that's how the borders will open. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, because if they got Momonosuke saying like I'm not going to open the borders, but then the borders just open up anyway, then it's kind of like, what was the whole point of Momonosuke saying that? What's the whole point of Zunisha? What's the whole point? Like, it would have been just kind of pointless for Oda to even have Momonosuke tell Zunisha any of this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if I disagree. I get what you're saying, and I'm not saying that's a reasonable conclusion to have, though. But I feel as though it would just kind of make a lot of stuff Oda's kind of pointing out kind of pointless. Personally, I think that. Angel said it's on theories. Cube said I brought it back down, and LaJoyable said thanks, Cube. Cube said Bluff doesn't see it because he's immune to blasphemy. Yeah, you're right. I am immune. I am immune to blasphemy. That's why I call it blumphomy. My blumphomy counters your blasphemy. The Joy Boy said it's at the bottom. Oh, you talking about that part that you blocked out? Oh, okay. I didn't know that's what you was talking about. Where you like blocked it out. I get what you're saying. I didn't know that's what you was talking about. All right, so in the Discord, LaJoy Boy sent. He says, my prediction is that Big Mom steals the rest of Kaido's life. Forced to survive. We know Kaido owes Big Mom a life debt, so I think she will claim that debt to survive. That's actually a pretty unique theory. Like, I mean, I don't know, because the way Big Mom's ability is explained is you have to, I guess, if you have any fear, she can extract your soul, right? I don't see Kaido ever fearing, like, ever having any fear of Big Mom. But maybe if somebody's weak enough, maybe that can make them vulnerable to Big Mom's Devil Fruit ability as well. You know what I'm saying? So if now, okay, if Big Mom's ability only works with fear, like fear based type situation, I don't see that happening. If there's other situations outside of fear that causes her ability to work as well, like maybe extreme emotion, then maybe I could see that actually happening. You know, so it just depends if how her devil fruit what gives her access to somebody's soul is fear. If it's exclusively fear, then no, I disagree with you. But if it's not, that's very possible, and I actually kind of like that theory. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not outside the scope of how her devil fruit works. So I actually kind of like that. Stan says, and also if that part of Wano collapsed, maybe that's how the world government ships will deal with, or will be dealt with, because that will create a huge tsunami. Okay, I mean, again, I'm not against that idea of the border collapsing because of those fissures, but I just think it will kind of make a lot of stuff Oda been setting up a little pointless. You know, if Zunisha's whole purpose is to bring down the walls of Wino, right? And you know, it's been almost foreshadowed since her introduction. It would kind of make all that pointless, you know, if the walls collapse anyway, or this idea of Momonosuke wanting to keep the borders intact, that will also make it a little pointless. And it also leads me to this question. Cause I've said before, based on how Wano is set up, the geography of Wano, if you destroy the borders, because it has like these natural borders, wouldn't it make Wano, like that whole mountain that Wano sits on? Because to me, it's kind of a natural border. It's not just like walls; it's like a natural border. I think it does have walls as well, but in order to really bring down the borders, you have to kind of collapse Wano almost, you know, to make it accessible for everybody. You know what I mean? You have to destroy the mountain that Wano sits on. And if that's the case, and those fissures destroy the border, that would kind of that would put Wano in a very dangerous state. I would think. Hold on, let me see, because I wanna kind of go back to where we seen that map of Wano, just to kind of get a better idea of. So yeah, you know, so Wano's kind of like there is a wall, but the wall is just kind of like, it's not really like a wall. It's just a wall that keeps the water in Wano. But you know, it does look like it does. I see what you mean, though, Stan. I do. Looking at it, I see exactly what you mean. I see exactly what you mean. So yeah, it was Wano would still be up high though, so I don't know how that part would be solved, I guess. Angel said Katakuri versus Luffy was also good. LaJoy Boy said, I theorized that Big Mom was still Kaido's remaining life force. We know Kaido owes Big Mom a life debt, so I think she would collect that debt. Yeah, I read it. Yeah, and I kind of talk on it. I don't want to beat the horse. I don't want to beat that point again. But yeah, it's actually a good theory though. It's actually I kind of like I like that theory, because it kind of makes sense given the situation. Angel said Luffy versus Kaido and Luffy versus Doflamingo gave me the same amount of pleasure, so it wasn't bad. That's fair. I I would say if you were just talking about like the climax, the ending of the fight, I might agree with you with the Luffy. But if we're talking the entirety of the fight, I think the Kaido and Luffy fight is better than the Lucci fight. Kind of want to see it animated because I seen the Lucci fight animated. I didn't read it in the manga. I've read and I watched the Kaido and Luffy fight, or I'm watching. You know. Cube said the best fight was Usopp versus Shu, Arlong Commander. The fight showing that a coward always wins against an idiot. God, Usopp peak moment. Nah, I disagree with that. I would say Usopp's best fight is against Luffy. So even if we're talking about Usopp's best fight, I don't even think that's Usopp's best fight. I think Usopp's best fight is against Luffy. You know. That was probably the best inner Straw Hat fight in general, in my opinion. Cube said Bleach isn't an anime. It's a smile anime that Caesar Clown tried to reproduce. Cube Blumph-me. Yeah, you wildin' for that. Don't you ever insult the greatness of TT Kubo. You probably your favorite anime is probably what's that Pico, Boku Pico or Boku no Pico or whatever. I never watch it. I hear a lot of stuff about it, but yeah, that's probably your favorite anime. Joy Boy said, "My thought is that Kaido is unconscious and unable to defend himself against her fruit. I mean, if she can do that against unconscious people, yeah, that could very well happen. But I don't know. I don't know. Because it was kind of almost implied that her devil fruit makes you vulnerable if you have fear. You know. But again, me personally, I've even stated that maybe it's some intense type of emotion, and fear is just the easiest that works for Big Mom specifically, right? Like maybe because she's somebody who likes to have people fear her, maybe that is maybe it's her, maybe it's because she likes to keep people scared of her. So, because of that, that's the frequency her ability works on, having to have people fear her. So if somebody else had her devil fruit, maybe it'd be like a different mechanic to her, how her devil fruit works. I don't know. We'll just have to wait to see, but it's a good theory though. It's a good theory. Cube said, I like that theory too. I prefer Yu Yu Hakusho. Well, Yu Yu Hakusho is like, it's like the GOAT almost. Second GOAT after One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always say this. Here's what I always say. Dragon Ball Z was the first anime that I ever really, fell in love with, right? When I was a kid. But Yu Yu Hakusho was the first anime that made me fall in love with anime in general. Because when I watched Dragon Ball Z, I just loved Dragon Ball Z. I didn't really give any other anime a chance. But when I started watching Yu Yu Hakusho, I started watching. That's when I was like, I was open to watching other anime that's not named Dragon Ball Z. It showed me that there was other good anime not named Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is greatness. I'll give it to you. Yu Yu Hakusho is better than Bleach. I will say that, but just because it's better than Bleach, that doesn't mean Bleach is a bad series by any means. You just be drinking Bleach. That's you be sipping Bleach. That's um yeah, man. Q with all this Cube out here blaspheming one of the goats. Ugh. Angel says, I'm talking about how their fights end. I would also say the ending for Luffy versus Katakuri is better than. I mean, I might agree with you there. One Life Man, shout out to One Life Man. Welcome to the stream. He says, your room looks different. Did you move out? Same, I started Dragon Ball. No one can stop me now. I love anime. Well, I'm in the process of moving. And I got a bunch of boxes that got some boxes, and I took the flag down. Why is it? That's weird. Yeah, I took the flag down. And yeah, I had to, I packed it. So yeah, right after this stream, I gotta go back to, preparing and everything. So probably won't be streaming that much later, guys. I'm sorry. Say, how do you rate the chapter? I hate ratings, bro. I hate rating it. You know what I'm saying? I hate actually like putting numbers to it, because it's like what differentiate like a 7 to like an 8? You know what I'm saying? Like, but how do I would have to? I'm gonna give it a rating out of 5. I don't want to make this a habit of rating chapters, because I think ratings are, you know what I'm saying? Like, because to me, I see people's ratings and they be like, well, this chapter is a 7, and then they rate another chapter a 6.5, and I'm like, bro, like what makes these chapters like a point difference, a half a point difference? I will say it was probably like a 3 out of 5 for me, but it's because like there's a lot of people was spoiling, on, and I'm not talking about Stan specifically, because I know Stan kind of was in a he kind of like said something about Kaido being or something about Shonen saying that Kaido was definitely defeated. So I'm not necessarily saying Stan ruined it for me, because like he didn't necessarily ruin the chapter. I don't think that specifically ruined the chapter. It just more so kind of ruined, because I thought Kaido could potentially come back this chapter. That's what I thought. But I've seen people also posting on, like making videos, sitting here saying in their thing, yeah, Kaido's defeated. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like in their video thumbnail, right? And I'm like BDA law, like, come on, bro. Like, really? You gotta spoil in your freaking thumbnail? You can't like leave your thumbnails ambiguous or something? Like, come on, bro. Like, I don't like that, man. I don't like when YouTubers do that shit. Like they kind of spoil things in the title of their. And it's like when you're on YouTube, you can't help but to see the videos they post. I'll give it a 3 out of 5 possibly, and that's because a lot of people kind of like it was just some of the spoiling that's going on around in the community. So it kind of made me. I already kind of looked at it as like, okay, Kaido was defeated. So it left no room, no imagination for me to say like, could Kaido come back this chapter? No, I knew he wasn't coming back this chapter, because people were just, it's just like, yeah. So I had to give it a 3. You know what I mean? It wasn't really no fights or nothing. And I'm also disappointed that Kaido's not coming back. Again, like y'all heard last week, I said depending on like what the future hold, or last chapter, depending on what the future hold, depends on how I rate that last chapter. Yeah, like now I'm kind of I don't look that highly on that chapter either, But yeah, Thad says he rated 6.5 out of 10 or 7. And he said it was an alright chapter. Yeah, it was an alright chapter. It wasn't that special. And I think, kind of hearing people like I feel as though even if the Shonen Jump editors knew that Kaido wasn't come back, they didn't have to tell us that. They could have still left some imagination that Kaido could come back at any moment. Just like they never said, "Oh yeah, Big Mom's out." Big Mom's not coming back. Like they never said that, right? And then I had people in the chat in earlier streams saying, "Yeah, Big Mom could come back. Big Mom could come back." I don't believe she's defeated. But them telling us that Kaido's not coming back, it just kind of, to me, it kind of ruined. It's like, why did you have to tell us? Like, why couldn't you just let us find out? You don't got to confirm everything that we could find out ourselves. Like, come on now. Like, it's just like I kind of find like the people behind One Piece, and I'm not talking just specifically Oda. I'm talking about like the animators, all the editors, people in Shonen Jump. Like they spoil stuff without they spoil stuff in the opening credits. They spoil stuff. Hey, this is gonna happen in Wano. You be prepared. Lurking legend. It's like now if let's say Kaido does come back, then I might actually kind of praise the if Kaido still does come back and they was just kind of like giving us a red herring to make us believe Kaido not coming back, then I'm gonna change my tune. I'm gonna change my tune if Kaido does still come back in this arc, but I don't think that's happening. One Life Man said Dragon Ball is definitely number 1 and One Piece number 2 and Naruto number 3. That's my top 3. Yeah, Dragon Ball is not even in my top 5, honestly. If we being real, it's not in my top 5. To me, the nostalgia, I feel as though a lot of animes surpass Dragon Ball at this point, and Dragon Ball is just kind of coasting off of nostalgia for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I believe if they would have left it ended at Dragon Ball Z, maybe it was because Dragon Ball Super kind of ruined Dragon Ball for me. You know what I'm saying? I think they just be at this point they just be giving Goku like transformations just to give him another transformation. I don't like giving people all these power ups just for the sake of giving them power ups. Like to me they have no creativity in Dragon Ball anymore. It's just a money grab at this point because people love Dragon Ball so much that people are going to still continue to watch it. And that's fine if you love it. If you enjoy it, hey, that's cool. But I personally don't. I tried to watch Dragon Ball Super and I was just like Dragon Ball, like when Frieza came back and he pretty much caught up the Goku in like 4 months of training, and then they try to chalk that up to him being a prodigy. Like to me, that's just a weak explanation to why he caught up to a Super Saiyan God Goku, right? Like to me, it's a weak explanation of a power up, And why are you able to fight on par with a guy who was fighting Beerus, the god of destruction? So you're telling me Frieza, like by that logic, I feel as though Frieza should be able to catch up to any character in the series, like their power level. He should be able to catch up to anybody within a year. But I don't want to talk about Dragon Ball. I don't know why we talking about Dragon Ball. I would say my top 3 anime is probably going to be it. I might have to look. Okay, so I might have to make a update to my favorite so I'm just going off of like a old list that I made. My top 3 anime is One Piece, Naruto, and I want to say Bleach, even though Bleach or Hunter x Hunter. I feel as though Hunter x Hunter's hiatuses kind of it kind of makes me not have it kind of makes me have to demote Hunter x Hunter because it's like it has to finish. Like if Hunter x Hunter was still giving us episodes, yeah, Hunter x Hunter would probably be top 3, top 4. Bleach, so I'll probably put Bleach there and then Hunter x Hunter and then maybe I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. One day, guys, when I do my cuz I'm planning on starting a podcast that's not strictly solely about One Piece. I might give you guys my top. I might give you guys like a top 10 anime. I'm gonna give you guys a top 10 anime list. You know, because I gotta sit there and actually think. Because there's a lot of anime that came about that I really love, and that might have to replace a few that were in my. I think JoJo's Bizarre Adventure might be in my top 5 too as well. I just don't know where it is. Solo Leveling, whenever we get an anime for that, especially if they give it to somebody like Madhouse or just like a great studio, Solo Leveling could potentially be in my top 5 as well. Y'all need to watch. Y'all need to read Solo Leveling. It's just epicness. It's epicness. Who was I talking to? Well, I think it was LaJoy. Was it Joy Boy that I was talking to that read Solo Leveling? It was one of y'all. I don't even remember. But I think it was Joy Boy that was telling that. Yeah, it was Joy Boy. Yeah, Joy Boy know that Solo Leveling greatness, man. Come on now. What you guys saying? I would say Dragon Ball is still probably my top 10 though. You know, it's just the more they try to milk it, the less I like it. You know, the less I like it. Uh, the Joy Boy said, "That's why I just spoil myself, but I feel for you, man. It does suck for real. I rate it a 8. I really like the Toko bit with the lanterns and the Yamato moment. For me was great. I want her to join the crew so bad. I'll give it a 7 out of 10 at best. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. So like a 3.5. 3.5 out of 5, 7 out of 10. It wasn't all bad. There was a lot of goodness, you know. I seen somewhere on Twitter somebody was complaining about like I guess them not pointing out that Momonosuke and Hiyori, like their reunion. Did they even really have a reunion? Cause I feel as though they didn't. I feel as though they were like not by each other. Cause like I see Momonosuke shows up, right? And then he oh, okay. So yeah, I think he was by Hiyori, right? I think he was one of the silhouettes because one of them was Denjiro. Uh One of them was Hiyori, and then we had Momonosuke. And I think the reason why Oda didn't show Momonosuke is because he's waiting to reveal Momonosuke's adult, like human adult form. You know, that's what I'm supposing. You know, and I don't think they really even actually reunited. You know, I think Momonosuke just kind of appeared there and he showed up next to Hiyori. So I think this moment is literally their reunion. Is literally their reunion. So I don't really know what that whoever it was. I think it was Three Wolves that said something about it. I don't know like what he was talking about. I don't think they really, you know, like they just actually are meeting each other. You know, as Momonosuke turns into a human. Um. I rated it 8. I really like the Toko. Angel Room said, "Isn't Oda 3 months ahead of the current manga?" Oda is, and Stan says Oda is 3 or 4 chapters ahead of us. And Angel says 3 weeks, not months. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how far he's ahead. LaJoy Boy said DBS manga has gone downhill so much. I bet. And here's why I'm not excited about Dragon Ball. I feel as though Dragon Ball Z takes a lot of resources away from One Piece. You know what I'm saying? So they focus more, they allocate more of the great animation to Dragon Ball Z, and One Piece got to just kind of deal with whatever animation they get, right? And I'm thinking like, bro, One Piece currently is been carrying Shonen Jump for the last few years. Like Dragon Ball Z just comes and goes, and you know what I'm saying? I think they should be showcasing more for One Piece. But I get, if Dragon Ball Z has bad animation, it has nothing else going for it. At this Dragon Ball Z Super, I don't think it has much anything going for it if the animation ain't fire. At least One Piece could kind of survive off of the story. But, I feel as though One Piece should allocate I feel as though your better story, your better anime, and I do believe One Piece is a better anime than Dragon Ball. And I'm not talking about animation wise, because the only reason why it's not actually animated better than Dragon Ball is because they put all the Dragon Ball resources, they put all the resources to Dragon Ball. So it's like, of course, Dragon Ball going to have better animation and everything, But I get it, Dragon Ball is kind of the bigger brand, I guess. Angel said, "Thought you said Yu better than Bleach." I don't know. Yu Yu Hakusho has a, for me, it holds a very special place because of nostalgia, kind of like Dragon Ball, right? That's the only thing that really keeps Dragon Ball in my top 10 at least right now is nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? It's responsible for getting me into it was the first anime I loved, right? And Yu Yu Hakusho was the anime that got me into watching anime in general. So those two hold a very special place for me. You know what I'm saying? But objectively speaking, I have to drop Dragon Ball down a lot. And Dragon Ball for me is after Yu Yu Hakusho, because I still think Yu Yu Hakusho is a better series, right? But I don't know where I put Yu Yu Hakusho. I honestly, I don't even know where I'll put it right now. I don't know where I'll put it. I don't know where I'll put Dragon Ball. I haven't really actually sat here and thought about my top 10 in a long time, right? And so much new great anime has came out, you know what I'm saying? A lot of anime I love, like One Punch Man, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, even though that's been around for a while, but I actually watched it. I actually started JoJo's maybe a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago. So yeah. I don't know where I'll put that. I don't know where I'll put One Punch Man. I think Fate Zero was, I love Fate Zero. I probably don't put that up that high anymore, but Samurai Champloo, Afro Samurai is another one I love. And I'm probably forgetting series that I really love that I want to put up in my top 10. That's why right now I don't have a sturdy top 10. I can only really tell you my top 3, 5-ish, I'll tell you that One Piece is up there. I'll tell you Bleach is up there. I'll tell you Hunter x Hunter's up there. I'll tell you Naruto's up there. And I'll tell you JoJo's Bizarre Adventures up there, and yeah, at least in my higher tier, let me see what you guys saying though. Stan says Oda is pretty much a month and a half ahead of us if you count the breaks. And then he said, "Thought you said Yu better than Bleach." Um, I might have to say Yu is better than Bleach because Bleach never finished and it went on a long ass hiatus and now it just recently came back. At least with Yu Yu Hakusho, it finished. It's a finished masterpiece. You know what I'm saying? Now, something like One Piece, I know One Piece ain't finished either, but One Piece is constantly dropping. You know what I'm saying? So if Bleach was if Bleach and like Hunter x Hunter was at least constantly dropping, I think they might be a lot higher than what I might actually place them. I think, because I think the fact that they go on so many hiatus, I think it really drops the quality. And to me, I think Togashi is like, to me, I might say that Togashi might be equally as good, possibly better of a mangaka than Oda. Like Togashi to me is probably the only mangaka that I will ever kind of put up there with Oda. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, my personal opinion. I know Kishimoto probably a couple. Kishimoto is probably a tier below Togashi and Oda, but I'll put them in the same stratosphere. So for me, I believe that Hunter x Hunter has the Hunter x Hunter to me always had potential to be one of them in my top 3 possibly. You know what I'm saying? Impossibly, And I think Hunter x Hunter might be better than Yu Yu Hakusho. At least I would say Yu Yu Hakusho is better because it's completed. But if Hunter x Hunter if it was finished, I think it had the potential. I think the potential of Hunter x Hunter is much higher than Yu Yu Hakusho. And the Angel's Room says Solo Leveling was boring to me, but if it does get an anime, we'll probably watch it for the fights. Have you finished Solo Leveling, or you only read a couple chapters? Because I don't know. Look, I'm not going to tell you if it's boring to you. That I can't speak on that, but Solo Leveling is greatness. So that's all I'm gonna say. It's greatness. And he said Momo behind Hiyori. Yeah, I kind of figured because there was 2 silhouettes, and one of them we knew was Denjiro, and they eventually revealed Denjiro, but there was still that other silhouette that we didn't see, And Angel said, I think he's the reason why there's smoke. I don't know about y'all, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about DBS. I mean, a lot of people love DBS, but just straight for the action and the fight. So, I mean, I expect to hear great things about DBS because I expect that a lot of people love DBS, pretty much for the fighting. But for me, it's just the fights, as great as they might be animated and everything, it's not really enough to really keep me from watching. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough to keep me from watching Super, at least. At least, I think Dragon Ball, like the first Dragon Ball, was peak Dragon Ball. As far as when you talking story, I think it was a lot more grounded with story. It had things like character development and stuff. DBZ, on the other hand, kind of upped the ante, but the story was still kind of there. You know what I mean? Super was kind of just like, hey, it's a nostalgia dump for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, we gotta bring back Frieza, even though them bringing back Frieza was just kind of like, to me, like the whole Frieza coming back story was just all ass pulled just to bring Frieza back into the story. Him training for 4 months and then being able to fight on par with Super Saiyan God Goku. To me, that was stupid. To me, I didn't like that. The same God Goku who was previously fighting Beerus, like in Battle of the Gods or whatever, and kind of pushed Beerus to actually fight a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because now that tells me that Frieza, with maybe a year worth of training, could probably surpass Beerus. At least, if he's able to catch up to Goku in 4 months, like Super Saiyan God Goku, why can't he catch up to Beerus in like a short time as well? To me, I just didn't really care much for that. It was just like we gotta find a way to make Frieza relevant. Yeah. Stan says, yeah, there's smoke because he lands in the flower capital and D transforms. And then the Joy Boy said, nah, I personally don't like what's happened in the DBS manga. Like the stream if you haven't got. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, make sure you guys like the stream. The Joy Boy said Kentaro Miura. I'm not sure how to say his name. From Berserk. And Inoa Vagabond Slam Dunk Real are up there with Oda for me. I haven't actually read Berserk yet. That's one of them I've been wanting to get to, but I kind of want to watch it. But a lot of people say don't watch it, and it's like when it comes to reading manga, I just don't be having time like that, man. Like I haven't finished Solo Leveling because it's just finding the opportunity to read it. I haven't. Same with One Punch Man, and because I used to follow One Punch Man manga and Solo Leveling manga. It's just reading. So reading will probably be easier for me, or watching. But a lot of people don't like the anime of Berserk, or maybe it's like one of the versions of anime where they had like all the CGI, But I don't know, LaJoy Boy, let me know in the Discord where I should start with Berserk, because I do want to get into it, man. I do want to get into it. And I haven't watched Vegapunk or Slam Dunk, Vagabond. And then Angel said, I read up to the point where he made friends with the weird dungeon girl and was asking her father if he could lead him through the dungeon. Where he made friends with the dungeon girl. Is that so? That's where he goes into a dungeon and there was like all these, I forget where they were, but he makes fun. It was like a dungeon with a bunch of levels and he had to clear all the levels in order to get out of the dungeon, and he helped one of them. It was like the low level ogres or something, and he had to fight up to that. Oh well, yeah, you kind of read pretty far then, because I think that's kind of a little bit before where the current arc is. The Joy Boy said Kentaro's art is worth reading. Yeah, I think I've seen some of the art. I think I've seen some of the art from Berserk, and it's a lot. It's real detailed. It kind of to a degree reminds me a little bit of like Toriko a little bit. Where he has these big monsters and yeah, and Toriko is another good one. Toriko is kind of underrated in the shonen, because it's kind of it's like, it came around the same time as a lot of the shonen that we love, like Naruto. It was hanging around that time, and yeah, Toriko. If you guys haven't read Toriko, I would say the manga is probably better, because I think in the anime, I think at the end of the anime it stops at a certain point. And it kind of like changes some of the stuff from the manga. So I think when you're getting at like in the hundreds of Toriko, that's where you should start reading it. But watching it is cool, but you should probably read it. And plus watching it kind of censors a lot of stuff. It's kind of like really watered down as well. But Toriko I thought was also a good series. Bro, Toriko could probably like the characters of Toriko could probably like power scale wise, they're probably up there with like DBZ characters. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these guys could like destroy a planet. You know what I mean? Like Ichiryu or whatever. And what's his name? He was the other old guy. I can't remember his name, but I think they called him the knockout king, like knockout master. Juru, something like that. Like, yeah, it was like these old guys, bruh. And then you got like these animals. You got like this whale this who looks like a moon, and I think he's like the size of a moon. Like, come on, bro. Tariq, wild, bro. Tariq, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't think there are many people in One Piece that's gonna be able to survive in Toriko. Like, Toriko got some OP people. Like, I think, like, if you're not like Yonko level, I don't know if you surviving in Toriko if you're not Yonko level at the minimum. At the minimum. Why we talking about like all these other animes and stuff? Not about the chapter. The Joy Boy said to get into it though, I would suggest the 3 movies that were on they were on Netflix. I don't. And then Angel said, I don't know her name or race, just that he asked the king of her father if he could show him around the dungeon. Was she like did she look like an ogre or something? Or was she like humanish? You have to let me know. Angel Room said Joy Boy wants you to watch the CGI. Yeah, I heard that CGI was bad, man. I heard that was some bad CGI. What do you guys think of the CGI from the episodes? Like, I think it was 117, I think. I think there was some CGI with Kaido. At first I was a little iffy on it, but then I rewatched the episode. It was a good episode, man. It was pretty fire. Like, they went ham on that episode. Yeah, I'm not too sure. You said she was somewhat human, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how many chapters did you read? Like, let me ask you that. How far did you get? Let me know how far did you get. Did you get to like the ants? It was kind of like the I forget what they were called. It was like these ants that showed up. It was kind of like the arc, the Chimera ant arc of Hunter x Hunter. It was a little bit, but not really. You know, it didn't go the same. It was a lot different. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I'm a little iffy about these last few chapters. Though I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm a little iffy about these last few chapters. I'm not a fan of how Kaido went down. I mean, I kind of am a Kaido fanboy, so I'm not too much of a fan. I think Kaido should have, he deserves some special treatment as a villain. You know what I mean? But that's my opinion on that. That's my opinion. I could sit here and talk for a while about the chapter. That's all I really got, man. I wasn't really too psyched up. I wasn't really too hyped for this chapter going in because a lot of people just talking, a lot of people just talking a lot about the chapter, right? I see guys on YouTube with thumbnails that just pretty much tell you. But it is what it is, What can you do? What can you do? You guys let me know how y'all felt about the chapter, in the comments, especially if you're watching this afterwards. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the chapter. A lot of people in the chat said it, I see a couple 6s, couple 7s, I seen, hold on, let me see. I think I seen like a 6.5. I seen like a 7. I seen like a 8. I think a 7 is probably fair. That's probably what if I have to rate it, I guess I'll give it a 7. But y'all, I can't really chat too much longer. You know what I mean? I gotta get back to doing what I was doing. You know, also I want to watch the episode today as well. I mean, I ain't got that much to pack, but just got a little bit more stuff, a little bit more preparation to do, and I want to watch that episode today. So yeah, y'all have a good evening, right? Y'all have a good one. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. I didn't even do my plug in the beginning like I normally do. I'm not. Y'all could tell I've been out of this whole streaming for a while. Y'all could tell I've been out of the streaming for a bit. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, so y'all know when I go live. Also, follow, or if you guys look for a One Piece community to be a part of, we have the Discord and we have the Facebook group. So all of these will be in the description box below. Angel's Room said 5 out of 10 didn't really care about the little girl flashback. I think 5 is a little low. Me personally, I believe it's a little low. I'll give it somewhere between like a 6.5 to like a 7. You know what I mean? Stan said also, Arthur on Twitter said that there will be a huge One Piece announcement on June 6th on the One Piece channel. Okay. I didn't know that. I might have to stay tuned with that one. That might be something we have a discussion in the Discord or something, Angel said, one thing I liked about it was Yasui was involved. Yeah, I did kind of like the Yasui flashback in Otoko. Angel's Room said, only thing or Cube said, great stream. Stan says, or Angel's Room says, it's for the live action. Oh, the One Piece announcement? Okay. Cube said, join us. And then Angel's Room said, great stream. What you mean if we have like a discussion about that? Join you guys? I mean, yeah, I could be part of the discussion. Q said, big things are coming. Stan said, you sure, Angel's Room? And then Angel's Room said, yep, all the cast posted it on the story in the beginning of the month. And I'm real. I like you. I'm real proud of you guys, man. Y'all really making this Discord a great community right now. Like you guys having all these voice chats, bro. Anytime y'all want to have a voice chat, y'all have a voice chat. You just gotta find. I know everybody have different. Everybody have their schedules and stuff, but if you can find somebody to chat with, hey, that's what the voice chat is there for. It's for you guys to utilize. You know what I'm saying? Cube said, that's what I like about Angel No Blasphemy. Angel said in the Netflix One Piece account talked about it on TikTok. And Cube said, just spreading the truth. Yeah, man. So this week, I know I wasn't really active last week. I streamed one time. Had that stream with Elids, and I definitely wanted to make time to at least do one of those understanding hockey videos last week. And that's what we did. This week I won't be streaming at all. I will be in the process of moving. Tomorrow I gotta get my moving truck, and pack that thing, and then I will be driving a couple hours from here, on Tuesdays, and staying at, going to visit a friend before I fully leave. He lives like north of me, a couple hours, so I'm gonna go spend the night over there, Tuesday to Wednesday. Wednesday I'm gonna be driving to Nevada, to Vegas, right? That's gonna be like a 2-day trip. Wednesday and Thursday, I'll pretty much be driving, and I probably might do a voice chat with you guys, man, while I'm driving. I might, while I'm driving and I'm bored, I'm definitely might hop on voice chat. So if you guys want voice chat with me, I'll be voice chatting one of them days, you know. Or if you guys do a voice chat, I'll probably join or whatever, you know. Just long as it's not like a spoiler voice chat, which I'm gonna do a spoiler. I'm gonna create a spoiler voice chat in the Discord for you guys, so y'all can have a voice chat specifically to discuss spoilers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be for you guys. So yeah, I might hop on a voice chat with you guys while I'm driving to Vegas. So yeah, if y'all want to chat with me, definitely be in the Discord. Yeah. So I don't know when I'm gonna be able to restart the streaming again. Maybe I'll be able to restart it for the next chapter next Sunday. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much the stream. You know, I appreciate you guys. Shout out to my boy for stopping through the troll on the chat for some reason. My boy Jay. Shout out to Angel. Shout out to LaJoy boy. Shout out to Elids for coming through. Shout out to Stan. Shout out to Cube. Yeah, shout out to Cube. Yeah, y'all, and shout out to One Life Man. I almost stopped scrolling and left out One Life Man. Yeah. Anyway, y'all have a good evening. Y'all have a good week. You know, I hope I can chat with some of you guys in voice chat this week while I'm moving. And yeah, that'd probably be like Thursdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays. So yeah, y'all guys have a good Sunday. Yeah. Let me know what y'all thought of the chapter in the comments. Did y'all agree with me how I felt about the chapter? My rating, you know, I gave it about like a 6 or 7, you know, out of 10, like 6.5. I'm gonna settle on 6.5. I'm gonna settle on 6.5. So yeah. Anyway, y'all have a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.